We're watching your six, folks. Stay ready, stay free. And when the world goes crazy, what should we do? Drink up, sing it fast. It's the Denton and Sasquatch Show. Two voices you ought to know. From prepping tips to politics, they tell it straight. No tricks from Dixie to the Golden Coast. Freedom's what they love the most. Download the podcast, let the truth roll on the Denton and Sasquatch Show. This place is half talk show, half weird daycare. I love it!
Hello, and welcome once again to the Denton and Sasquatch Show, coming to you from California, Alabama, and Arizona. My name is Sasquatch. I live in California. His name is Denton. He lives in Alabama. And finally, we have Einor, who resides in Arizona. And somehow, through the wizardry of the internet, we make it sound like we are in the exact same room. How you doing, fellas?
I am doing great.
Well, good to hear.
I wonder if this could be like a Mexican standoff. How you doing, fellas? We're both going. Who goes first?
Well, the silence was deafening there for a second.
That's why I went.
I did that on purpose. I am fine, thank you.
Well, welcome back there, Denton.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I heard it was a good show last time.
Oh, yeah? Well, that's good to hear. Nobody told me that, but
Well,
apparently...
nobody likes to talk to you. I am the face. I am, well, they say you got the face for print, and I don't know, you remember that.
Yeah, something like
Anyway, yeah, I'm the personality. Everybody knows it. I know it, you know it.
that. All right.
Bob Dole knows it.
Before we really get started, I wanted to just bring up, I'm sure everybody knows by now, Dolly Parton has passed away. And
I didn't do the self-deprecating part of that. You just cut me off with us building up the self-deprecation. Fine. Yeah, the hills of the Smokies has passed.
the Hills of the Smokies, is that her nickname?
Well, one of them.
All right.
She left the Smoky Mountains and took two of them with her.
Yeah. Well, you probably know this, Den, and I know her. If you've been to California, you know too. Right off Highway 5, I believe it is, was the nuclear power plant that had the two. They look like boobs. They were the fusion buildings or whatever they called them. And somebody posted a picture of the two of them and said, "Rest in peace, Dolly Parton."
That's tacky.
But she seemed like a really good lady, and sorry to hear her pass, but she's with the man now, so.
Yeah.
You would appreciate that. She had a good sense of humor.
Yeah, she did, and she seemed like an all-around good person.
Yeah, very charitable, wicked sense of humor from everything I've read done through the years.
Yeah.
Too bad we never got on the podcast.
we can barely get the mailman on the podcast.
Yeah, but, she's a charitable person.
Well, that's true. Maybe she would have talked to us. Oh, I should have asked. Oh, well.
Too late now.
Yeah, a little bit. All right. Well, let me give out the email real quick. It is sassandpals@pm.me. If you'd like to contact us, you can do that. Or, Einor?
The outdoortradingpost.org.
There you go. We'll mention that again a little bit later. This week we are talking about corruption because there's so much of it.
Before you go off on this, Sass, we have one bit of old business that we have to cover.
Oh, all right.
You said a couple weeks ago that we had an email, and you left us hanging. You wouldn't tell us what that email was.
Oh, that's right. And I just saw that like yesterday and forgot to put it on my cut sheet. All right, hold on. Let me find it and I'll read it. I gotta go to the Proton mail. That is sassandpals@pm.me. Come on, pull up. Of course, when you want something, it takes forever. All right, here we go. It just says, in case you're looking for stories, no teeth, no problem. 67-year-old to defend titles ahead of match with world's top eater. And that is from TJC 44.
I don't get it.
Well, that was just the headline of the story. I think it was some dude with, you know what? I'll pull up the story and we'll read it at the end of the show.
No, okay. So this is a big teaser. This is some 67-year-old is a top eater.
67-year-old. Yeah.
And you had to tease that story?
Well, if you don't like the stuff we have, then maybe get your own.
Well, I'm just saying, that's not, who killed, what's his name? Teamsters dude.
Hoffa?
We'll tell you next week. Yeah, Hoffa. Who killed Jimmy Hoffa? I personally know. We'll tell you next week. That's a teaser. 67-year-old eater.
Well, I never said anything about a teaser. I just said it didn't.
Never mind.
It did not fit our show last week.
I know. Do you think it was worth the cliff-hanging suspense for a week?
Well, yeah. I mean, I remembered it, didn't I?
Oh yeah.
Yes, you did.
There you go. See, he was hanging on every word.
Because he thought somebody knew who killed Jimmy Hoffa.
Well, no, that was that house painter guy.
Oh, we already knew that, huh? All right.
Well, yeah, they made a movie about it.
I didn't see the movie. No, I was a Teamster. Shame on me.
Yeah, it was that guy that makes all the mafia movies. I generally like everything he makes. Made Goodfellas and Casino and...
Yeah, I don't know who that is. I mean, I do know who it is, but I can't think of the name. All right.
Yeah.
This is the show's about corruption, but first, I have one little story that I just found yesterday that I want to read. A knifeman went on a 30-minute rampage across Oakland Monday night, leaving one person dead and 4 others injured. The stabbing spree began just before 7:30 p.m. as the alleged perpetrator moved between multiple locations across the city, including Fruitvale BART station. The reason I bring this up is because that happened in California. And if we were allowed to carry guns, I can guarantee you that dude wouldn't have killed the person and injured 4 others.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Why didn't anybody, was he the only one carrying a knife?
As far as I know. I mean, I don't know what kind
at
of...
least carry a knife, people. You never know when a deranged knifeman's going to be killing people.
Well, exactly.
For 30 minutes. Where were the cops?
Well, it is California, so...
Well, Oakland, I mean, they're taking their lives in their own hands going to Oakland.
Well,
They want to go home too.
Yeah, and there in Oakland, in that general area, homeless people were walking around with machetes. So, you got that to deal with.
Well, okay.
And it's not like they can run west because they'll end up in San Francisco, which is even worse.
Well, yeah, then you have Scott Wiener jumping on you.
Yeah.
Well, because you got homeless people walking around with machetes, so the good guy with the badge and the gun ought to just go away. Just stay away. Don't take a chance. Yeah. Okay.
Well, and to tell you the truth, I wouldn't blame them because they'd probably get thrown in jail if they arrested the guy or shot him or something like that. The crazy way it works here in California.
Well, then don't be a cop.
Well, I know, exactly. And I don't think they're having a lot of luck getting new cops.
I can believe it. Don't be a cop there. If you want to be a cop, go to a place like, I don't know, Alabama, Florida, Mississippi, Georgia. Just don't go to Atlanta.
Yeah. All right, just in case we have some stupid people listening. The definition of corruption is dishonest or fraudulent conduct by those in power, typically involving bribery. So, I got a bunch of stories here about corruption. I was going to say bribery, but I meant corruption. From Los Angeles, as expected. What's that?
Nothing. No, just one. I don't know. You said in case you got stupid people listening, I just felt the need to say, hey, Wookie. Which is a bad thing to do because he's much bigger than I am, and I'll see him Wednesday. Hopefully. I hope I see him coming.
Oh, I hope he sees you too.
Oh, darn, man. It's going to be a two-man show again. All right, fine.
All right, as expected, this is from Los Angeles. As expected, felony charges filed against the Los Angeles Police Department officer who secretly recorded his colleagues making racist, sexist, and homophobic comments were reduced Thursday to misdemeanor counts at the prosecution's request, and he was placed on diversion program that will allow him to avoid prison time and could result in the case being dismissed in 1 year. This kind of tiptoes around corruption because basically this guy was a what do you call him? I can't think of the name of it. Darn you, brain! A whistleblower. So,
otherwise known as a snitch.
well, yeah, depending on how you look at it, I guess. So, you know, what do you do with a whistleblower or snitch? You arrest them for something and try to shut them up. I'd say
stitches.
I'd say that constitutes corruption, wouldn't you?
No.
No? Okay.
So he was recording coworkers who were making off-color remarks.
Well, racist. Well, let me look up what it said here. I scrolled down. Where did it say that?
You said racist, homophobic, probably misogynistic.
Racist, sexist, and homophobic comments.
Yeah. Okay.
So what's the problem?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I mean,
Well-
there's nobody more callous when it comes to humor than cops. It comes with the territory. It's the way you keep yourself sane. And so you got some kind of little do-gooder, probably a twinkle toes, who's recording the guy. Yeah. So I don't know why they would even care.
All right.
Corruption. Oh, well, you know, corruption. Okay, so he thought he fancied himself as like an undercover reporter type dude.
I guess so.
Which who is that? Some little undercover reporter, whatever. California now is basically banned because they want their corruption to be kept under wraps. Well, this guy's fancying himself doing the same thing, just from the other side.
Yeah, I guess so.
He thinks he's doing a good deed, and I hope his coworkers kick his ass all over the place. You see, that's justice. We used to call it peer pressure.
All right. You got anything to add, Einor?
No, that pretty much sums it up. You know,
All right, then we'll move on.
the whole rule of omerta on what's discussed in the locker room is, I don't know. Yeah,
All right.
It stays in the locker room.
exactly. As long as
Take
they're
that-
not out beating black people, I really don't care what they say about them in the locker room.
Exactly. Beating them, beating their wives,
Yeah.
beating homos. Okay, I'm stopping right there.
Now I'm getting in trouble for laughing at that. that is sassandpals@pm.me.
I was just about to make a Pee Wee Herman comment when I said beating this person, beating that person. Anyway.
All right, we're going to move on to healthcare fraud. This takedown from June 2026. Federal and state agencies charged 455 defendants in a historic sweep targeting $6.5 billion in false Medicare and Medicaid claims.
Yeah.
So what should we do with these people is my question. Should they be burned at the stake? Should be hung in the town square? Thrown into a dungeon
Are these
somewhere?
the Somalis?
No, these are federal and state agencies. I mean, there could be Somalis in there, but these are federal and state agencies that were charged with
Well,
this.
Obviously,
I know.
they need to go to prison. Period.
Well, that's too nice.
There you go. I was going to say that. Fraud has gotten so bad that there needs to be a stiffer penalty, because if not, they're just going to keep doing it.
And considering that they're, actually much more than 40 trillion now, because it's going by the hour, in debt. there is no way to pull out of this. This is not a tailspin. This is an auger into the dirt scenario here. And so they're not stealing from us. They're not even stealing from our grandkids. They're destroying the nation, which will be gone anyway. But this is just pure asinine, and it won't be long before people who actually need Medicare who will die. So they're basically committing murder.
Yeah, basically.
Which means we should kill them with extreme prejudice.
And eat them with taters?
And eat them with taters. And we don't even have to use the courtroom, I don't think. But, we're going to get in trouble if I keep them running my mouth. Yes, take them to court first. Give them a fair trial, then kill them.
All right, that could work. I got one for you, Einar. You're going to like this one. Arizona governor cleared. The Arizona Attorney General's office cleared Governor Katie Hobbs of wrongdoing following an investigation into a state contractor and donations Ponzi scheme.
Yeah, this is absolutely ridiculous. The Attorney General and Katie Hobbs are like best friends. I mean, they're two puppets with the same puppet master. Mm-hmm. Hell, they even look alike. I mean, these two Karens. They both need to be taken out in the desert and disappeared.
So what do you really think, though? I mean, quit beating around the bush. Or the sagebrush.
I absolutely loathe both of these women.
I would not want to beat around either of their bushes.
No. No.
Well, speaking of Ponzi schemes, we got another one here. A federal jury found two financial advisors guilty in an $80 million fraud and money laundering scheme. So I'm not going really long-winded on these stories because the circumstances don't really matter. They stole our money, basically. So again, I mean, if they're found guilty, what do we do with them? We just slap them on the hand, give them a fine.
Start serving taters, carrots.
And then the one you've been waiting for, the Somali fraud. The scandals refer to a sprawling series of multi-million and billion-dollar government benefit and relief fraud cases centered primarily around Minnesota. The vast majority of the indicted defendants are U.S. residents and citizens of Somali descent who exploited programs including federal child nutrition funds, Medicaid, and daycare assistance. I think this should make them immediately go back on planes to Somalia, whatever it's called.
Yes.
Not on planes. Nope.
Huge cattle.
I never said the planes got to land.
Okay.
Had to land.
Yeah, exactly.
Can you make a catapult that large to launch them that far?
I'm sure Elon Musk could.
We need to talk
to them. Yeah. Hey, if they only make it halfway across down on the Gulf of Mexico, that'll be okay. Mexico.
What do you?
I've only been swimming in that body of water since I was a little child. I think I'll continue to call it the Gulf of Mexico. No Yankees going to rename it. Not to me.
This is like the peanut butter and chocolate debate.
What?
You guys arguing over what it's called.
My maps still have it on my wall. On my wall in the living room, the map, America map, has it Gulf of Mexico.
You need to update your maps.
I do not. We need to update the president. He thinks he's just going to willy-nilly rename the body of water that millions of people like me have been in forevermore and a day. Who does he think he is?
You got to.
Well, I mean, we it'll match the Straits of America over there in the Middle East.
Oh, good gravy! Just no. Then we got to pay for the upkeep and everything on all these bodies of water. No, stop it, people.
Just
regain your sanity.
Look, anytime you buy something, go for the Trump brand, and you can't go wrong. You'll know exactly what everything's called.
Exactly.
What?
Anyway. What was that movie where every restaurant became Taco Bell?
Oh, was it Demolition Man?
Yes, Demolition Man. Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Well, the only reason I remember is because I had Sandra Bullock in it.
Oh, that's right. She's one of your girls, huh?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, for the Somali story, the largest initial catalyst involved looting roughly $250 million from federal child nutrition and pandemic relief programs by creating fake meal distribution sites that claim to feed millions of non-existent children. Subsequent federal and independent investigations expanded to target tens of millions in fraudulent billing across Medicaid, autism therapy, housing stabilization, and child care assistance. Indictments and convictions. Dozens of individuals have been federally charged and convicted with total estimates of mismanaged or stolen taxpayer-funded money reaching into the billions, drawing intense national political scrutiny.
So they're stealing from children.
Basically, yeah. Well, I mean, they're stealing from us because that money came from us, but yeah.
But every dollar that they steal is a dollar not going to a child that really need it, or the family, the parents who need a place to drop off their offspring.
Yeah, and that's...
Well, they can drop them off at the Leering Center.
The Learning Center?
No, the Leering Center.
Leering?
Yeah, the Somali Leering Center, or whatever they called it.
Oh, yeah. I couldn't spell learning right. Yeah, I remember that. Oh, yeah.
Well,
they're going to do some real good book leering there.
That's the problem, is these things were made with good intentions, and then these people got in there and figured out how to steal all the money, and here we are.
Well, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. All this, yeah. Oh my goodness, we ought to. I was about to say we'd have Andrew Wilk on the show, but hell, we only got to do is listen to his show. He makes sense all the time. But everything that should be done local or state is being done by the feds now, which means nothing but fraud, waste, and abuse. It opens the door to these things. If it was just Minnesota with Minnesota money, Minnesota parents getting Minnesota mad, beating the dog crap out of these people, it'll be one thing. But they take federal money, which means they take it from California, Arizona, Alabama, you name it. And, yeah. And if you have local control, you can pay more attention to it.
Well, speaking of that...
Better yet, why don't we just leave it to the churches like it was supposed to be to begin with?
Well, I agree with that. But
Yep.
Go ahead.
Then there'd be fraud in the churches.
No, not the Catholic churches. I'm just kidding. All the Catholics, put your knives down. I was joking there. I really meant Methodist.
You're going to get beat over the head with a cross. All right, nationwide healthcare crackdowns. The Department of Justice announced coordinated actions charging hundreds of defendants across dozens of states for healthcare fraud schemes totaling billions in false claims against Medicare and Medicaid. Cases involving public corruption and misuse of public funds have resulted in high-profile guilty pleas, such as a California political consultant and former public official convicted of conspiracy to commit bank and wire fraud alongside filing false tax returns. President Trump's task force to eliminate fraud, chaired by VP J.D. Vance, has led the suspension of high-risk medical and hospice providers, particularly in California, and targeted mismanagement or noncompliance in state-administrated federal funds. Now, okay, they got all these people. Where did that money go? That's one of the questions I want to know. So if it's billions, did the government rake that back in out of their bank accounts and stick it in their coffers, or are we going to get a check? I mean, how's that going to work?
It'll take some really special financial sleuths to figure out where the money's been squirreled away at and what countries it's been squirreled away in. So, no, I wouldn't hold your breath.
I'm just looking at the clock here, and we've been going about, 20 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
And we're just three rubes on the internet, right?
Yep.
We don't have, any particular, skills at any of this, as the people that are listening can tell. And so far, by my count anyway, we've had 3 different stories that are all Medicare and Medicaid fraud.
Yeah.
It seems to me that, the solution to the problem is just get rid of Medicare and Medicaid. And like our pal Denton said, let the churches take it over.
I think it'll work because there'll be less money being taken out of our pockets, more money in tithing, and in my town right here,
And
they're cleaning up the
are charitable, and most of us are. I mean, I don't want to see people dying on the streets. If our church is doing a good job, I'll give them a few extra bucks.
And it's not just the churches. That's what I said. That my town I live in, I was reading in the local news where people are cleaning up. Close to the Walmart Super Center here. There's some wooded area that's turned into a homeless encampment where, of course, they're really tidy and neat, and they have dumpsters that they put all the trash in, and not a bit. They've collected a couple of hundred trash bags full of everything from you name it, things that you don't even want to talk about, cleaning up the place. And it's like the mayor said, you can't help everybody, but you can at least help one at a time. So that's what, because we don't have the resources that big cities do. And this isn't just the church. This is regular citizens, atheists, whatever, cleaning up the town. So yeah, you can clean up after yourself, so to speak.
Yeah. There definitely is a lot of corruption in California, but the leading monkey in that corruption is California Governor Gavin Newsom. He has faced scrutiny and political attacks, truth attacks, more like it, over government fraud scandals, though he has not been personally charged with criminal fraud. Dana Williamson, hold on. Here we go. Governor Newsom's former chief of staff, Dana Williamson, pleaded guilty in federal court to conspiracy to commit bank and wire fraud and false tax returns. She was involved in misusing funds from a dormant campaign account and creating fake contracts for pandemic relief. Imagine that. Newsom's office stated that her actions were entirely unrelated to the governor. Yeah, I'm sure they were. A 5,600 square foot, 6-bedroom modern estate in Kentfield, California, purchased for roughly $9.1 million. I'm sorry. I kind of went into the next story, but it plays into this. That would be Gavin Newsom's new house, a $9.1 million. Where do you think he got that money?
Pay raise?
Yeah. It was completed through an LLC, which was created just days before the deal closed. The official stance from Newsom's office declined to discuss the specifics of the transaction, whether he personally financed the property, or the exact source of the funds used for the purchase. In June 2026, California Governor Gavin Newsom publicly stated that the U.S. Department of Justice was investigating him and his wife, first partner Jennifer Seibel Newsom. Reports indicate the federal inquiry centers on Jennifer Newsom's taxes, personal finances, and operations of associated nonprofit organizations, alongside questions regarding behested payments from major political donors. So, how many arms do you think they have in the cookie jar?
All of them. And what kills me is these socialists, these people that demand more taxes from people like you, seem to be growing their little bank accounts left and right.
That is a very good point. And, that's exactly what he's been doing since he's been in office.
Well, not just that.
I hate the fact.
He's got to be getting money from what's his name, Swalwell? Eric Swalwell? And Fang Bang Bang? I mean, these guys, they all run together,
Well, yeah, and that was proven when Xing Zhang or whoever the king of China is.
I just want one thing at a time. First, let's go to the can't say chink chick. That'd be wrong. But fang, fang, bang, bang. That sounds like a rattlesnake with a handgun. I like that.
Well, when he came to town, Newsom had the entire city cleaned up and Chinese flags put everywhere. And, when it's just us,
Local yokels.
yeah, the commoners, when we're just here, they let illegals crap on the street and there's trash everywhere and blah. But, hey, that dude from China comes, we got to clean everything up and make it look nice. I'm pretty sure he's got some dealings going on with China.
Oh,
yeah.
Everybody does. I mean, I'm not. Look, I don't want to get, I want to wake up in the morning, so I'm not going to mention China or Israel. But, there are those places, entities, nations, if you will, that are buying up all of our politicians. Hell, you can't even buy one of your own anymore. They're all owned.
Ah, crap. I just lost a monitor. What happened? And that's
You just lost a monitor.
Yes, a monitor lizard.
Wow.
Oh, come on.
Einor, do you have a clue what's happening here?
Not a clue.
Okay, well, I have two monitors for my computer. One,
Okay.
I have all the information we're talking about. The other one is recording, and it just disappeared.
Okay, well, I
What,
kind of feel like that Lieutenant
Newsom
Colonel
came in and
Mash
stole it or what?
would not be surprised.
Well, yeah, it happened right when we were talking about China, so
My fault.
let me see if I can fix this. You guys talk amongst yourselves for a second.
We can do that. Yeah, it's either the Chinese or the Mossad took out his monitor because of my big mouth. My bad. Hey, it's better his monitor than my life. Right, so
All right.
Well, there is that. And I mean, at least we weren't talking about Epstein, say.
yeah. Or I was reading that Bill Clinton's is looking pretty bad. He's worried about his will. He's worried about his will, and Hillary's preparing his funeral. Did you read that?
No.
Yeah, he's making updates to his will. I wonder where Hillary's going to sit in on the revised update thing. And but at the same time, she's preparing, making all the arrangements for his planting.
I didn't know he was. Well, he looks bad, but I didn't know he was hanging on death's door.
Well, the death is relative.
That boy's got some stones, if he's letting her in on his will, I don't know.
I would kind of
not
imagine.
talking at all about that with her around.
I don't know that she knows what he's doing with the will. Elsewise, he'd have already met his short pier on his long walk. But if and I said it before, and I'll say it again. I'm 100% against adultery, but in Bill's case, I can understand.
Yeah.
But I wonder if he's going to, shorten or lighten her bank account in his will. They have a daughter. What was it, Chelsea?
Yes, that.
Yeah, she's got the same weird looking head as Hillary. She's got like a head like they make piss pots out of,
You saying the whole family's ate up? Wow. Yeah, I haven't seen that creature since. Oh, she got married or something.
You guys know who Karen Bass is, right? I know you don't live in California, but you know who she is, right?
Oh,
Yeah. She's the mayor of Los Angeles, is she?
There you go. Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass got into office promoting diversity, equity, and inclusion and promising to tackle homelessness and pollution, but she never promised to drain the swamp. Now she stands accused of adding to it through legalized corruption and a number of eye-opening scandals which have come to light after renewed scrutiny in the last 2 weeks following the revelation that Bass and her cronies defunded the Los Angeles Fire Department by $17 million. That's why that beach city went up in flames. Contributing to them being underprepared to tackle wildfires currently destroying the city. These include the deputy mayor raided by the FBI over an alleged bomb threat against City Hall, endorsing a former councilor counselor investigated over hush money payments for Congress, awarding fat cat salaries of $750,000 to pals. Council members accused of embezzlement, perjury, racketeering, tax evasion, and bribes.
Wow, that's a laundry list.
Yeah. So, people wonder why we don't trust these people.
Gotti got life without parole for about half of that,
Yeah, and a lot of these people...
that was John, though.
Yeah, a lot of these people are walking free. All right, and just so we don't get... What's that, Denton? You probably wanted to go to bed anyway. You could still hear me, right, Eleanor?
I can hear you just fine.
All right. Well, you and I are going to finish this out, and then I'm going to try to fix this whole thing.
Cut out the 5 minutes of silence.
Yeah, pretty much. All right. Let me pull up my my information here. Okay. Just so people don't think that we're hammering on Democrats, because all of this stuff has basically been Democrats, Republicans are corrupted too. Ashley Powell, 52, was charged with violating Alabama's ethic laws by using her position for personal gain. The indictment charged Powell with using her position to illegally pay herself over $93,000 in public funds. Let's see. Is that where to go? Oh, and then we have criminal use of government resources, stealing from the government, perjury, criminal use of government resources. Richard Kelly, criminal use of government resources. Jeanette Sankey, stealing from government, extortion, and blackmail. She stole over $6,000 in taxpayer money. Illegally demanding $200,000 in taxpayer-funded services. Aaron Stewart, mayoral person.
Let me just clarify this, just so that I understand this.
Mm-hmm.
This woman totally screwed her entire life up for $6,000.
Well, yeah, this was a small town sort of corruption, but still, it's corruption.
$6,000 though. I mean, you're gonna give up your entire life. You're gonna risk your entire life over $6,000. How stupid do you have to be?
Well, I agree with that. $46,000 in taxpayer money on personal photographer and videographer to bolster his public image. Anthony Caparetti, a county auditor, illegally rushed to give his close friends and former business associates $170,000 in taxpayer dollars for contract work by skipping the public bidding process. I'm sure that happens all the time.
Oh yeah.
I've got probably 20 more of these. I'm not going to read them all, but you're basically getting the idea here that it seems like our entire government is corrupt. Like everybody is, even if it's only $6,000, they're still stealing from us because that money comes from us.
Yes. Just a local story down here, little bitty county in the middle of nowhere, Arizona, southeast Arizona. And recently, a bunch of the locals are up in arms because one of the county commissioners refused a grant from the federal government to build a walking trail. Now, this grant from the federal government for this walking trail, they were offering us $2 million for this walking trail.
Mm-hmm.
But we live out in the middle of the desert. I mean, it's a rural community. The whole county is all cattle ranches and farms.
Yeah.
So number one, there's plenty of spare land out here you can walk on if that's your goal. And I don't understand it because there were a lot of people down here that were really upset that he would turn down this quote unquote free money.
Yeah.
No, it's not free money. And we need county commissioners all over the country that are willing to get a backbone and do this exact thing.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe a few people with some scruples. Did I lose you too?
No, I'm here.
Oh, all right. Well, that's pretty much all I have for that. But I just wanted to demonstrate how much corruption we have going on, which seems like every government employee that has their hands on some money is stealing it or giving it to their friends or doing something most likely illegal with it.
We are Rome at this point. We really are.
No, yeah, exactly. And if people don't start paying attention and actually screaming for these people to be strung up, then it's never going to change.
Yeah. This is absolutely asinine.
All right, well, that gets my blood pressure boiling, so let's do some weird news and have a little bit of fun. Weird news!
It's time for Weird News.
With Denton and Sasquatch.
Let's go.
All right, a farmer in... You're probably going to get a chuckle out of this one. A farm in the UK has been ripped as distasteful by parents after rolling out a children's ride modeled after the Titanic. The unsettling attraction is located at the Gravely Fruit Farm in Hitchin, which opened in 1981 and features berry picking, a playground, and other family-friendly pursuits. For just $3 a pop, children can hop aboard a replica of the ill-fated ocean liner, where tickets are handed out as boarding passes on the cruise, and the ship's name is clearly visible on the side. Much like its real-life counterpart, the faux Titanic then lifts into the air and sends the riders hurling down one of 4 slides before depositing them onto a crash mat like a historical lugescape. While the Titanic-themed attraction is several years old, it only recently came under fire from parents. They were not too thrilled with the notion of modeling a kiddie ride after the historical tragedy, which saw 1,500 people lose their lives. One person said, "I'm sorry, but this is one of the most distasteful, disrespectful, and strange attractions for children," said one appalled commenter. "I cannot believe that you have created a game and a ride based on such a tragedy." Farm manager Will explained that they had initially renamed the ride amid pressure from critics, but ultimately decided to change the name back after considerably more people argued for them to not cave to the woke brigade.
I'm all in favor of the Titanic kiddie ride.
Exactly. I mean, it happened so long ago. These kids probably don't even know what the Titanic is.
Well, not to mention how many movies have been made about this, and you were okay with that. You're okay with making $1 billion off of a movie about it.
Yeah.
But you're not okay with a couple of kids riding down a slide and having some fun? Give me a break.
Exactly.
Grow up.
All right, number 2 in weird news, a Minnesota tree trimming worker has been charged with second-degree manslaughter after allegedly killing his co-worker during what authorities describe as an on-the-job horseplay. According to a criminal complaint, Christopher Boone Crimmins, 34, was operating a hydraulic grapple on the back of a tree trimming truck in Apple Valley when he accidentally crushed the head of 26-year-old Tyler Lynch. The incident unfolded as Crimmins and Lynch noticed the sunlight casting the shadows of the grapple and Lynch on the pavement. So Crimmins admitted to police that he was trying to make I hate the way they write this stuff. Crimmins admitted to police that he was trying to make the grapple's shadow appear to grab Lynch's shadow. However, he was not watching Lynch or the actual grapple and instead closed the machine on Lynch's head, causing fatal injuries. Lynch was pronounced dead at the scene by first responders, according to Dakota County Attorney's Office.
Okay, well...
Did you follow that?
Yeah.
So the dude crushed the guy's head.
Yeah, well...
What more could you say about something like that?
Yeah, I guess, thank God he wasn't your brain surgeon, huh?
Yeah, exactly. All right, and last but not least in our weird news segment, Darth Vader attended a San Diego City Council meeting to defend the use of flock cameras as what the Emperor needs. The Star Wars villain approached the podium during the Public Safety and Livable Neighborhoods community meeting to satirically urge officials to install flock cameras in the city. The man said the cameras are...
It is what the Emperor needs to help us find the rebel scum and their hidden base on Hoth. The Emperor is a fan of the flock cameras, and we must continue utilizing flock technology so that we can follow and surveil the rebel scum as they move from playground to playground, from playground to pool, from pool to gymnasium, because we all know that the flock cameras are not only following license plate readers, they're following the children.
So Darth Vader said he also wants the cameras for personal reasons.
I need this so I can stalk my ex-girlfriend as well.
And then Vader finished by saying,
We will not succumb to forces of democratic will. No, this council was elected to serve the police, not the public. And if our stormtroopers don't receive all the funding that they deserve, there will be hell to pay from the Emperor.
well, there you go. You don't
Well,
get...
you got to hand it to the guy. He did it right.
He did do it right. And you don't always get impersonations from me, so that was a treat for you guys.
And a well-deserved one.
Exactly. All right. Well, if you liked any of that, then let us know. You can email us, sassinpals@pm.me, or, Einor?
Or the outdoortradingpost.org.
Yep, come hang out with us over there. It's always a fun time, and we appreciate it. I'm wiped out after that, so basically all I'm going to say is we are doomed. Have yourself a great night, and we'll see you next week.
Have a good week, y'all.